welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. My name is Kelly. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in South Central Missouri. And this is take 2, which means, once again, you will not see a process video. I took my camera down, went to upload it to iMovie and realized that somewhere along the line it had stopped recording after the second. So, instead of showing you what I did with this card, as we go along, I'm going to be showing you what I did. Okay, so it is case on the 5th, which means we take a card or project from a current Stampin' Up! Catalog and we case it, meaning we copy and make it or switch it up to make it our own. And so I am working with this card right here. Remember, I am featuring Flowering Tulips and Flowering Fields Designer Series paper this entire month. So this is what I decided to do. Notice this die back here. I'm not sure what they used. It's not, oh yes it is. It's from the tulip dies. They used the tulip dies to cut that out. I did not see that initially. Okay, now I know. But since I don't own the dies, I just didn't think about it. So, but it all seemed pretty plain back here in the back to me. So, here's what I did. And this one I'm going to be able to take apart and show you because I don't have it all glued together because I can show you the tip that I showed you the first time. So, this is what I wound up doing. I took a piece of the Designer Series paper, started with a card base 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, cut a piece of the DSP that just offers a little bit of difference behind everything, kind of creates a nice frame for the frame. Cut it 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I used the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I used the largest rectangular frame and the largest label frame from Stitch So Sweetly to do this using basic white. Now I think I've got a difference between the basic white and the whisper white on here because this almost looks like very vanilla, but trust me, it is white. I used the sentiment from the stamp set, No One Deserves a Happier Birthday Than You. I used this flower, I believe, as well as this one, and no, this one and this one. And then this here is the center for the tulips. Then I used both sizes of the leaves. I stamped the leaves in Evening Evergreen and in Pear Pizzazz. I used a soft succulent card base, and then I came back in and stamped the flower. The main flower is stamped with Highland Heather, and then I colored it in with the light Fresh Freesia Stampin' Blend, and went back over everything with the Wink of Stella. Now, I did not get the Wink of Stella leaves on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. And then I'm going to show you the tip that I showed when I assembled this card. Peel that off. Now I do not have the dies, so I fussy cut everything. And they just took a couple of seconds. But since I don't have that video, I can't tell you exactly how long it took me to cut these flowers out. Or the leaves, but it wasn't long. It was not long at all. Okay, now here's the trick that I showed in the first one. You've got all these little bitty pieces here and you want to make sure you get them positioned correctly. Use your silicone mat. And lay your pieces down. Okay, and then I used glue dots here, and I laid them on top of the bottom point of the darker leaves. Made sure I had them in place. So I'd pop the paper off, just like that. And then I could come back, and this leaf needs trimmed a little bit. It was a little early this morning when I did this one. then I can go in and I can position this leaf and layer them just the way I need them to be layered on the card. Just like that, okay? Because anything I put down on here is not going to stick to the silicone. And I'm going to pop these apart so I make sure I get them positioned. Okay. And then this one, I don't know where I'm picking up hair this morning. But then this one I put a little bit of the Stampin' Seal on. Positioned this like that. Did the same thing on this one. Little Stampin' Seal. Position this one so that those are going this way. And see, now those are already put together and assembled and ready to go on the card. And I can just position them just like this. So I'm going to position this one to where we can see Happy Birthday. And I might want to take and turn that just a little bit because I don't want to hide my letters. Just like that. Okay. Same way with this one, going this direction. Just like that. And then I've used dimensionals on these, and I'm going to see if I can pop these off and put a fresh dimensional on. And it doesn't look like I'm going to. So, since I popped those off, and they need a little bit of encouragement, I'm going to put a little bit of the Tombow glue on there. And that will help hold those in place. Just like that. And then with those in place, then I know where these need to go. Just like that. And there's our card, just that simply put together. Now this one is up a little bit higher, but that's because I needed to make sure that I had those positioned where the glue dots came off of the card originally. But I was able to go back in and fix them. And there is my case on the 5th, using the flowering tulips. Okay, just went brain dead. I think I'm tired. Because we're working with flowering tulips all this month, I will be back here. Saturdays are going to be scrapbooking Saturdays. So on Saturday, I will have a scrapbook page layout using the flowering tulips. Now some weekends, some Saturdays will be pocket scrapbooking, some weekends will be full actual scrapbook page layouts. And then I also have a Mother's Day gift idea coming up. Probably the last Saturday of this month to wind up the flowering tulips. And then you'll have time to put one together for yourself for Mother's Day. In the meantime, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, creative blessings.